how do people go and watch it and go along with it like it's real? He's talking about his grandpa, knew all this stuff, knew everything, but would sit there and watch professional wrestling and would say, I don't get why that boy didn't beat that boy. I thought that big one would win. And the realization hit that, no, he was just lying to himself to enjoy it, suspended disbelief, as a joke. But what about the people at a wrestling event? All there playing along together like it's real, and it hit me. That's what the Democratic Party is, and the Republicans to another lesser extent. And that's what all this is you just buy into a fantasy while you're being fed into a meat grinder. And I've been to the other side. I know what's on the other end. I'm like, don't go in there. That's a slaughterhouse. And they look at me and go, bah, bah, Obama, shut up, and feel good and go running into it. And so the word's going out in hellish Latin America. In the most hellish areas, some areas are wonderful, but in the most hellish areas, people that are successful don't want to come here. In Chile, one of the few good places left. I've looked into it, believe me. And the people that have skills and stuff aren't going to come here. We are literally getting the dregs. And it will hurt everyone, but it doesn't matter because it's like the Democrats are winning, the Hispanics are winning, the whites are failing. Now, don't shut up now. Don't be racially based. I mean, and it's all an illusion, all a fraud, cheating us all, destroying all of our futures. And I have a big stack of breaking news on what's happening, but up on Infowars.com, and we're going to Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs in this segment and the next, then Jakari Jackson reporting from Marietta, California. Patriots outnumber amnesty supporters 20-1. ISIS destroys antiquities en masse. I mean, this is just unbelievable. The scum of the earth that Al-Qaeda is. The mutilating women, destroying beautiful works of art. Just absolute demons, and then run by our criminal government. See how it's all just over the top? See how it's just all over the top as they butcher Syria and Iraq, as they butcher Christians, as they blow up churches. And it's just so over the top. It's so over the top, they're shipping in unlimited illegals and saying you're racist if you don't accept it. And the political correctness is so strong, the average conservative falls down on their knees and says, okay, I accept it. And then meanwhile, our government's funding Al-Qaeda. And I've actually heard news, you know, is part of the Islamic backlash anti-Islamic or Arab? You know, if you don't want Christians having their churches blown up, you're against Muslims or you're against Arabs when it's Arab Christians being killed. It's just mindlessness. It's cult programming. The good news is people are starting to listen. Congress has a 7% approval rating. The worm is turning. Obama's desperate. Democratic reps say he's acting bizarre, aloof, detached. Confidence is collapsing, but he's too dangerous to leave in office. Too dangerous to leave in office. I agree with Pat Buchanan. You'd get big libertarian conservative wins if he stays in, but that's if he doesn't set a nuke off in Manhattan and declare martial law. That's, I mean, that's if in a year it may be 1 million a month showing up, not 100,000. I mean, we're in a stinking collapse here, folks. We can't wait 2 years. We need to punish him. We need to punish the Republicans so they're scared. We don't need to stop with Obama. We need to impeach Boehner. And when it all comes out that he knew about Fast and Furious, we need to arrest Boehner. And I don't say that where I get a thrill out of arresting people. I mean, they need to be arrested. Have you read what they were going to arrest Nixon over if he didn't step down when he was impeached in the House, being tried in the Senate? It's nothing compared to what Obama's done. Have you read the Declaration of Independence? I'm going to read it later in conjunction with impeachment. Because the Declaration of Independence was an impeachment of the King of England. In fact, I may even cancel some guests or something today so I have time to cover this. I mean, this is important, big stuff. Do you understand? I can feel it in my gut. I can see it intellectually. I can see it on every front. You can see it. But in my gut, in my spirit, intellectually, politically, on every front, they're going to go for broke. Man, these people could do anything. So, just for survival, Obama needs to be clapped in irons immediately.
You are now in the crosshairs. The NSA and the FBI are treating you like a criminal and monitoring your every move. Ron Paul said recently, the evidence of the totalitarian nature of this government is on display undeniably every day. What's taking place right now is a coup and the destruction of the Constitution. But a friend and patriot has discovered a loophole. Find out about the NSA loophole before they shut it down at privacylockdown.com. That's privacylockdown.com.
How can you save a ton of money and prepare for emergencies? By having your own in-home freeze dryer from Harvest Right. Now you can cut down on wasted food by freeze drying your leftovers. That's right. Create your own long-term food storage by freeze drying your own fruits, meats, vegetables, even complete meals with a Harvest Right in-home freeze dryer. Imagine the savings and the peace of mind. See how the amazing Harvest Right freeze dryer works at harvestright.com.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his two-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
Get the most important package of information you'll ever receive in your life for only $10. The package includes 3 books and 7 DVD programs which cover biblical miracles and prophecy. The Shroud of Turin, The Third Secret of Fatima, What Really Happened to the Catholic Church, and more. Call 800-513-0029. That's 800-513-0029. Or go to VaticanCatholic.com. That's VaticanCatholic.com. 800-513-0029. VaticanCatholic.com.
Are you happy doing your laundry with perfume detergents that irritate your skin? Are you happy washing your hands with stinking fragrances that gives your skin rashes? Are you happy paying new, higher prices for smaller boxes? Find your happiness today with our 1 to 4 year supply of pure soaps, or our 1 to 2 month sampler with bar soap, shampoo, laundry, and dish soap at 5starsoap.com. You deserve the best. Happiness is 5starsoap.com.
We've been trotting on the wine press much too long.
Well, the Iraqi government's been racist. They're not welcoming the new migrants, the 100,000 or so ISIS, Al-Qaeda people from Saudi Arabia and other places who are taking over and murdering all the Christians and any Muslim Shiites they find while blowing up mosques, churches, you name it. Infowars.com has the report. It's also in the BBC. Masked demolishers destroy the tomb of Jonah in Mosul with sledgehammers. And we have the video of that up on Infowars.com. I thought that I would add that Jonah is one of the main prophets, peace be upon him, of the Muslim faith. So that shows you in the Quran. So that shows you how out of control Al-Qaeda, ISIS is. I mean, these people are like devil worshippers, ladies and gentlemen. Eating hearts, running around murdering people, raping whoever they want. They are a bunch of scum. Jonas, peace be upon him, this is from Islam 101, is also addressed by the two other surnames. Dun-Nun, Lord of the Fish. And then it goes on. The Holy Quran says, and they're destroying that. That's the religion of peace now by the globalists. That's what they're doing with Al-Qaeda, radicalizing Islam. You can debate, was Islam radical, wasn't it radical? There's different sects and groups. If you're not a radical, you're dead. And these groups kill other Sunnis. And I wanted to get Staff Sergeant Joe Biggs' take on this because he's fought against these same groups in Afghanistan and Iraq. But he's also out in California with huge breaking news on a whole bunch of fronts that are up on Infowars.com. Some of it hasn't broke yet. He's going to break at the start of the next segment. Then we're going to Jakari Jackson. But I have a piece here of the actual place where Jonah did a lot of his preaching in Nineveh, where they got their 100-year reprieve, a piece of pottery, pre-Christ, in my hand, if you're watching us on TV at InfoWarsNews.com or on the free feed at InfoWars.com/show. You can see that. Or by tomorrow, we'll have a video of this part of the show posted for everybody, for radio listeners. But it just shows the out-of-control nature, and our government won't even decry these people, won't even send predators to take them out. Well, of course, because they put them there. So, Joe Biggs, I want to throw a curveball at you and get your take on that, and then we'll talk about this other invasion, just as dangerous, this welfare invasion. But I guess you're there in Marietta, California right now.
Yes, Joe Biggs here, Infowars.com in Marietta, California. Last night, the sheriff, actually, of Marietta announced that he is going to arrest anybody who tries to stop these buses now. Before, they were allowing them. The people came together and said, you know what? You know, the police department was like, we're for this. We understand. But a lot of the pro-amnesty people have called and complained now. And now they're saying that anybody who tries to come in here tomorrow and stop any of these buses from coming in will be arrested.
Well, that's bombshell. I have not seen that in the news yet. If Kit Daniels gets a blurb report out on that, Watson can expand on it. So please, give us the full details. This is very, very newsworthy that they're not going to have the feds do it now, I guess. They have riot police. They're going to have the sheriff's department, as part of treason, do this to try to stop citizens blocking federal crime committing.
I mean, it's funny because this is such a small town. I mean, you know, everybody here is going to know each other. So when it comes down to the police showing up, it's going to be like, you know, Bob, you know, stop. Why are you doing this? You know, that's how small the town is.
Well, we're going to get more details of that right now after we go to break with you. The county, the name of the sheriff, all the details. It's Riverside County, Marietta County. We'll get all the info on the sheriff in a report. Where did you get this information?
I saw it on an article last night, Alex.
Okay, so this is broken. This is broken locally, but not nationally. Can you tell us what he said?
Yeah, he said that, you know, due to the pro-amnesty people calling in and complaining, they said that what the protesters were doing, the anti-illegal immigration protesters were doing, were interfering with law enforcement, and that was breaking the law. So now they feel like they need to step in and, you know, save face.
Okay, well, I want to be specific here. It's the feds breaking the law, busing any illegals, and then give them bus tickets wherever they want to go.
Yes,
Each
indeed.
time that's human trafficking and a felony. And you've got video and a report with Jakari up on Infowars.com. 20-1. 20, I wouldn't even call them anti-immigration. They're pro-follow the law, pro-survival, pro-sovereignty. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, right here, right now, there's not one pro-amnesty person. Their side of the area, if you want to pan over real quick, look, is completely empty. There's no one here in support of amnesty, and yet we have people over here that are lining up on this side to support the anti-illegal immigration. You know, people in this town have come together and they said enough is enough.
Stay there, Joe Biggs. I want to come back to you. This is big. a showdown. They're saying more buses are coming tonight. That's the breaking news. The local group is going to stop them. The sheriff says he's going to arrest them.
We're on the march.